tomorrow today at 5.
My compliments to the chef. Unless, of course, you're the chef.
No. Bruno is not the chef. I am the chef.
You?
Welcome. It's an honor to have you here. You know my love of plants and other natural things. Well, now you know I also like to cook them. I hope you enjoyed your breakfast.
Yes. Well, no. It was all right.
Charming. I like people with spirit. They're so hard to find.
How long have you been here?
Oh, I was here when you arrived. I couldn't believe my good luck that you found your way here. I would have made my presence known to you sooner, but I was afraid you wouldn't enjoy your food as much if you knew who had prepared it. But I had other preparations to make. What I call my delights. Well, you'll find out all about them. You certainly will. I want to show you some of the rooms here in the castle. I've had a marvelous new kitchen built to accommodate my special talents. I want you to see that, plus several other rooms.
No, I think we'll skip the tour. The storm hasn't materialized, so I think we'll be leaving.
No, really, I must ask you not to. I'll try to accommodate you in every other way, but you simply can't leave.
There must be parties out searching for us. When they find the plane, they'll find us.
Your faith in your fellow man is quite touching. You probably think all France is mobilized on your behalf.
No, not quite. It's a matter of time. I think they're out searching for us because I heard that on the plane's radio last night. I fixed it, you see.
Don't lie to me! It insults my intelligence. I was watching you. The radio is not fixed. Furthermore, I've been monitoring the search effort, such as it is. Would you like to hear what I've learned?
Oh, yes, by all means. I'd love to hear what you've learned.
No one saw a missing plane. They don't even know which direction the plane took. They're not searching anywhere near here. What else? Oh, yes. The weather forecast is disappointing. We're expecting a severe storm. There will be no search planes until it's over.
Yes, but, something you have forgotten. Interpol and the French police will be looking for you. When they find you, they'll find us.
Don't count on it, Mr. Hughes. I want to tell you something in all frankness. I'm angry at you both. The FBI and Interpol arrested my people in Bruder soon after we made our separate escapes from the greenhouse. The authorities feel that they've scored a rather final triumph over the organization. They think they've destroyed it.
No, I'm sure that's not something you're too happy about. But it would stop the drug problem back in the States.
For a time. I hold you responsible for this injury to my organization. You caused a panic among my people by pretending to be the French police. And of course, I could never forgive what you did to my beautiful plants. My orchids, my Venus flytrap, the irreplaceable treasures of my greenhouse.
That Venus flytrap practically sucked my arm off.
I know what you did to her!
Well, we were just fighting for our lives. Really, there's no hard feeling. You might have a greenhouse here, right? With your love of gardening.
No, I have no greenhouse here. I grow other things. Here. Have you seen my fish?
Oh, yes. Yes, we've been admiring them.
I like to watch them. I find it restful. They're such simple creatures with simple needs. Unlike human beings. But I like to look at human beings, too, especially when they don't know they're being observed.
How long have you been watching us?
Oh, my area radar picked you up more than a mile from here as you approached. Quite lucky for you, too, because you arrived at night, and always at sunset I turn loose the dogs.
The dogs.
I have 20 Dobermans trained to kill. They guard the castle from sunset to sunrise. But when I saw you approaching, I, of course, didn't turn them loose. I preferred to receive you myself. Oh, time to feed the fish.
What is that?
Would you care to do it?
No, thanks. You feed.
Oh, all right. I rather enjoy it.
As the world turns, this portion brought to you today by delicious mountain-grown Folgers, mountain-grown for rich flavor, and by Lemon Fresh Joy. With Joy, your everyday dishes don't look every day.
Molly, here are the lemons you wanted. What do you need them for?
They're for washing my dishes. I'm hoping they'll help me clean.
Come on. For a lemon fresh clean, you want lemon fresh joy.
For this mess? Nah, I need lemons.
You don't need to squeeze lemons to have clean dishes. Here, squeeze lemon fresh joy.
Joy does smell lemony.
Nice and lemony. And for a lemon fresh clean, all Joy's thick suds clean down to the shine.
That's beautiful. These dishes are so clean they shine.
They sure do.
So, no more squeezing lemons for me. From now on, I'll squeeze Joy.
Try Lemon Fresh Joy for a lemon fresh clean that shines.
It stinks!
Nefertiti.
Cleopatra! Right! Oh, you're good at charades, Pam.
And now she's great at coffee.
Great coffee is easy, Mrs. Olson. You said Folgers would prove it.
Sure, Folgers is different, a special blend. Best I've tasted.
Mountain grown?
That means great flavor because it's the richest kind of coffee.
Honey?
Sounds like
More Folgers coffee!
Great coffee's easy, and mountain grown Folgers proves it.
We're bouncing! But her hair isn't. It gets so dirty and oily. It won't bounce. So we shampoo a lot. But then it can get so dry, fly away. It won't behave. But we discovered Pert. The secret of Pert is its cleaning conditioner. No other leading shampoo, not even the leading conditioners have it. My hair's so manageable. I love it. With Pert, you just get beautiful, bouncing and behaving hair. Catch that shot. Catch that hair. It's so clean it bounces. So manageable it behaves. Pert for bouncing and behaving hair. That's Pert.
I really would like to know what's wrong with me. No, I mean, it's not like I'm horribly unattractive. So why do I keep throwing myself at these men? How come I'm getting the silent treatment today?
Well, I'd like to hear what you think.
I don't know. That's why I'm here.
Look, you've had some unhappy relationships. You're doing things that you don't understand why you're doing them. Just asking you to think about that. Karen, what is it that you hope to get out of these affairs?
Well, I like to have someone's arms around me. It makes me feel like I'm all right.
What do you mean by all right?
All right. Like I'm okay. Like somebody wants me.
You don't feel that you can be okay or all right outside a sexual relationship?
I want to be wanted. Is that sick? Does that mean there's something wrong with me?
Well, I think that we all want to be loved and cared for. I think that's part of what you're feeling. But I think that there's something else going on here, too.
Well, maybe I want too much. I'm not like Betsy or the other girls at the dorm. You know, I need something from a man. I need so much. And I guess they catch on to that, and it scares them away.
What is this desperate feeling you're talking about?
I don't know. I feel lonely. I feel like nobody cares about me except my mother. I felt that way after my father died. Is that why I act the way I do with men?
Because you lost your father?
Yeah.
Well, I think that might have something to do with it.
What kind of an answer is that? It might have something to do with it?
Well, what do you want me to say? Some magic words or something?
You're a psychiatrist, and I want to know what's wrong with me. And don't you give me that baloney about discovering it for myself.
No, it's not baloney. I don't know why you feel the way you do. And even if I did and I told you, there's no guarantee that it would change anything about you at all. Karen, I know you're discouraged, but I think that the fact that you're asking these questions about yourself shows that you see there's a problem. You think it's change. That's a very important step.
I thought that you were going to help me.
I think I can.
How? By giving me all these wishy-washy answers?
Karen.
You know, I really cannot afford to sit here and have you tell me you have no answers.
Karen.
You're a lousy doctor. Yeah, you are. Good looking, but lousy. And I can't afford to admire your looks. I came here for more than that.
Karen, if you just...
Introducing a great new taste in toothpaste. Advanced formula Crest in a gel.
We love the flavor.
I love the fight. First, Crest made their cavity fighter even tougher. Then they put it in a gel.
Our best Crest checkups may be ahead of us.
New Crest Gel. It's more than just a great tasting gel. It's the only gel with Fluorostat, Crest's proven cavity fighting system.
Kids love the flavor. Their parents love the fight.
When you're taking care of this many teeth, you need this kind of fight.
Only advanced formula Crest has 3 flavors: regular, mint, and new gel. All with Fluorostat, Crest's proven cavity fighting system.
Tastes terrific.
Crest Gel. New Crest flavor, same Crest fight.
Howdy! Another new floor?
Hi, Minnie. No, this tile's the color my floor's supposed to be.
Well, looks like dirt's got all scuffed in.
And dulled its true colors.
To show your floor's true colors, clean it with Spick and Span.
I know wax.
Works great. It cleans deep into crevices and lifts out scuffed-in dirt that can dull your floor's true colors.
But is it safe for my floor?
No liquid cleaner's safer.
That's the floor I fell in love with.
Spick and Span helps your floor show its true colors.
Isn't this awful? Peanut butter here, and jelly here, and charcoal all over here. That's going to be a toughie to clean. Well, I'm going to make it even tougher by tying this up about this tight. I want you to see that dirt can't hide from Extra Action Tide. Now, both sleeves are clean, see? No peanut butter, no jelly. And what about inside the nut? Ta-da! Look at how clean. Now you've seen what Tide can do. And it does it on lots of cleaning problems. The real toughies. The Extra Action in Tide means dirt can't hide.
It's February fireworks tonight when Boss sits on a shot of truth serum.
Give me an antidote or I'm rude.
Next, JR finds Cliff spent the night with Sue Ellen.
I think you're jealous right out of your cotton-picking gourd.
Then Emma's pregnant, but Lance fears another heir might take his place.
Catch February fireworks tonight.
Karen?
Oh, hi.
Are you all right?
Yeah, fine. How's it going?
Well, it's gone pretty good.
I was going to call you. You left a couple of things at my place.
What?
Well, let me see. They're wool, they're pink, and they go on either leg.
My leg warmers. How did I leave without them?
Beats me.
Well, I'll come by tonight and pick them up. When's a good time?
Actually, I left them in my office.
Oh.
They're in my desk drawer, so anytime you want to come by.
Oh, okay, fine. Maybe I'll stop by later.
Dearest Cynthia, I'm sorry I wasn't able to see you to say goodbye. I needed to get away to try to get some perspective on my life. So much has happened. Please don't worry about me. I'm all right. I hope all's well with you. David.
This has just been painted.
Yes.
Now, here's your kitchen. And right through here is your bedroom. And there's another room you can use for a second bedroom. Of course, it's smaller. But if you want a bigger apartment, I've got another vacancy on the 11th floor.
No, I won't need a larger space.
Well, it's a 2-year lease, 2-month security, references, if you're interested.
Yes, I'm interested.
Good. This is a beautiful building. Nice people, you know. Well, when would you and your husband want to move in?
No, it's just me. I'll be living alone.
Oh, well, this is plenty big for one person.
Yes, I guess it would be.
Well, why don't I just let you look around and you can stop by my office on your way out?
All right.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Oh, by the way, brand new kitchen appliances, including a built-in microwave. Just slam the door on your way out.
Bruno, he lives to serve me. He can lip read 6 languages and bench press 600 pounds.
Where'd you meet him?
Oh, he was doing odd jobs for a dictator in Central America.
Really? What's your sign?
Yeah, I knew the dictator. I'd rendered him some small service once and made him an offer he couldn't refuse. So now Bruno's with me.
That must be very nice for you.
I like you, Miss Montgomery.
Thanks. Oh.
Bruno's grandfather did odd jobs for Tsar Nicholas II. The problem is providing him with enough opportunity to sharpen his inherited skills, so to speak. After all, a skill like a muscle atrophies if it's not used. Don't you find that so?
Yeah, we can't let his muscles atrophy. You know. Oh, what do you plan to do with us?
Sure you won't have a brandy?
No.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Oh, good. Fine, fine. Oh, this is very old. Napoleon drank it, I understand. Napoleon is one of my heroes. I think we're even distantly related.
Thank you.
In answer to your question, you'll find I'm a sporting man with quite a sense of humor.
Well, sorry, but Jack Benny or not.
Since fate has made you my house guests, you'll have an opportunity to play some games with me.
Games? What kind of games?
Oh, games I've devised. All visitors here have an opportunity to play my games. Would you care for an after-breakfast cigar?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
I was speaking to Mr. Hughes.
Oh, sorry.
No. No, thank you. No cigar for me.
Well, it's a nasty habit anyway. They say it shortens your life.
They say it stunts your growth, too.
Few things upset a mother more than knowing that one of her family is in pain. So the pain reliever that I choose for my family has to be one I can trust. For me, that pain reliever is Tylenol. I was first given Tylenol in the hospital after my son Christopher was born, and it really worked well. Turns out Tylenol is the pain reliever hospitals use most. That means I can trust Tylenol for my family.
For relief you can trust, trust Tylenol. Hospitals do. Tylenol in regular and extra strength.
I didn't use my antiperspirant before court this morning. I thought she would...
was gonna buy it.
But even after my second day before a grumpy jury, I still felt dry, thanks to Sure.
Look, even after 48 hours, 70% of Sure's protection is still helping to keep you dry.
You know, if Sure can keep me this dry on a day I can't use it, imagine how sure I feel when I always use it.
Sure, an extra day of dryness, just to be sure.
As dawn's early light covers the sleeping Tempkins, a pasty film covers their mouths.
Morning.
They wake with the worst breath of the day.
Morning. Scope, anyone?
We'll use ours.
Mom, that leaves your breath medicine-y. Scope's minty.
Ours kills germs.
Scope kills germs.
No kidding.
Try.
Minty fresh.
And kills germs.
Morning.
Scope fights bad breath, doesn't give medicine breath.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Minty Fresh Scope. Fights bad breath without giving you medicine breath. And by Sure Antiperspirants. In 3 convenient forms, they'll help keep you dry all day. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
It's February fireworks on Walt Disney when that cosmic cat from outer space plans a daring rescue. Blast off to a thrilling conclusion Saturday.
Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor,
Is it over?
and Jill Clayburgh are very funny together in the Silver Streak, Saturday night.
Tomorrow on CBS.
I know they're sweet. I'm Bob Davis Jr., and I grow oranges for Sunkist.
Its goodness can't be beat.
They're not only good, they're sweet and juicy, or they don't get that special Sunkist stamp.
They're the best to grow.
The very best. In fact, only about half my crop is stamped Sunkist, so get a Sunkist orange. You just know it's a good one, because Sunkist has already done the picking for you.
Ain't Sunkist sweet?
And juicy. You have our word on it.
Buy your jewelry in the heart of the 47th Street Wholesale Market at the New York Jewelry Center. Sure, you can pay more, but why?
Sure, I buy my health and beauty aids at the supermarket. It's convenient. My vitamins and cosmetics at a discount drugstore.
If you're not paying rock bottom prices, you're paying too much.
Rock bottom?
Rock Bottom Store's everyday price on Jerry Redding Milk and Honey Shampoo or Conditioner, $164. Soft Soap Liquid Soap, $109. Jovan Musk Oil Spray Cologne, $713. If you're not paying rock bottom prices, you're paying too much.
Shoplifting, a consumer... And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Yes, I've made many enemies during my life. Every successful man does.
You are considered by some
A criminal.
Is that how you think of me, Mr. Hughes, as a criminal?
Oh, the FBI, Interpol, and the police, the French police, I think of you that way.
Crime is my business. It's not my passion.
I think I'll have another.
Sweetheart, darling. No.
Very protective of you, isn't it? Are you lovers?
No way.
Not even drinking partners. I don't think she needs that refill.
It's such a shame. You're such an attractive couple. Now, let's talk about my games. You'll find the sportsmanship in them intriguing. You see, it's so easy for me to eliminate my opponents. You hire a man like Bruno, and before you can say toot sweet, it's finished. But there's no art in it that way, no finesse. So I've devised a way that people who meet with my disfavor can have a chance to escape if they keep their wits about them. They must use their intelligence, their strength, their cunning, and their sense of humor.
I don't think I like that game. I have a better idea. Why don't we play checkers?
You're a delightful girl, Miss Montgomery. Anyone who can fly a plane and land it without any training whatsoever, I salute.
Salute. I think I'll have another one, please. A refill.
No, I did.
You'll never know the emotions I experienced when I found out you had landed the plane safely. I was angry at you, of course, for the hideous death you inflicted on my plans. And yet I was exhilarated because I knew you would be worthy to participate in my games.
What made you think that?
Well, you're an interesting couple. Both talented, but with different strengths. You, Mr. Hughes, you have a fine education. You come from a prominent family. You're strong-willed and intelligent. Well, you're intelligent too, Miss Montgomery, but somewhat less disciplined. You're an athlete, an excellent horsewoman.
How do you know that?
You're courageous, you're intuitive, but you do tend to rely a little too much on your instincts, sometimes even to your detriment. While Mr. Hughes, I think, relies rather more on his reason to get himself out of difficulties. It gives me great pleasure to think that two such different yet complementary people will participate in my games as a team.
What if we don't play?
But the choice is yours. I'm no Joseph Stalin.
Oh, but I'm certain you're related.
Be that as it may, my guests always have a choice. They can play my games or be thrown to the dogs. The choice is theirs.
Not literally thrown.
You can see them from the window. They're in their pens now. Would you care to look? Oh, did I mention I have 20 Dobermans?
Oh, yes, yeah, I believe you did. You said the killers were the words you used.
Beautiful dogs, but... Oh, yes. You do have a third choice.
I think that he is insane.
A little louder, he didn't hear you.
I think that he is...
Sorry.
You were talking about a third choice.
Yes. I can turn you over to Bruno. He has some very interesting skills he likes to practice. Perhaps you should see some of them so that you can make an informed decision. Bruno, fais quelque chose assez facile.
Now he could be useful. He might be helpful in straightening out the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
You're absolutely delightful, Miss Montgomery.
I don't think I like Bruno.
Hey, I got a question here. We got a fourth choice?
No. The dogs.
No.
Or Bruno. Or my games. Almost inevitably, my guests choose my games.
I can see why.
Shall I describe them?
Oh, yes, please. Please, by all means, describe them.
I will. But first, I must ask for an adjournment. I will rejoin you shortly.
How are we coming, dear?
Just fine. Darn these hands.
Your minor arthritis pain is acting up. What this pain needs is Bayer aspirin, 100% pure pain reliever, 100% pure aspirin. And remember, for arthritis pain, doctors recommend aspirin 4-to-1 over any other non-prescription medication.
Honey, you look terrific.
4 hours of relief. Bayer aspirin, 100% pure pain reliever for arthritis pain.
Let's take a break.
Share a moment with Lauren Bacall.
I'm enjoying life today more than I ever have, and I live it to the fullest. Maybe because I finally learned how to pick my pleasures, like coffee. I picked High Point, and I'll tell you why. It's flavor. Flavor that's full of life. I like that. That wonderful aroma tells you that High Point's no ordinary coffee, and the flavor proves it. This is good. More than good. It's lively. Did you know that High Point's decaffeinated? I'll tell you a secret. Caffeine sometimes makes me tense, and tension can show on your face. In my profession, you have to look your best. Look, I set high standards for myself. I set high standards for my coffee. That's why High Point's #1 with me.
Ready, Miss Bacall?
I think you'll like it, too.
High Point decaffeinated coffee with flavor as full of life as you are.
Ellen, I wanted to, Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had company.
Well, I do.
Well, look, I'll just wait, okay?
I won't keep you any longer, Mrs. Stewart.
No, that's all right.
I'll get the comps for you. You know, the Snyder house on the corner of Elkmont, the Colonial?
Yes.
It's very similar to this one. So the price it brought's a good indication of what you'll get for this. I'll bring that and the other comps for you tomorrow.
Fine.
Will you be home tomorrow?
Yes, I will.
I'll call you in the morning.
Good. Thank you for coming by.
You've a beautiful home, Mrs. Stewart. It will sell very quickly, despite the recession.
Well, I hope so.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Are you thinking about selling this house?
No, I'm not thinking about it. I'm doing it.
Does David know about that?
Of course David knows about it.
And he agreed to that? I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. The Stewarts are selling the old homestead. My God, you people lived here since before the flood.
That's enough, John.
Jeff?
February 5th. Dr. Blair drinks. Bistro. Well, now I wonder if Dr. Blair's a woman.
Right. Tell her I'll stop by her room before I go.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll do
Bye.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
How are my leg warmers?
Yeah, so I see. You been here long?
No. Hey, I know you're busy. I'll get out of your way.
Hey, what's the rush?
Oh, no rush.
All right. So, how's school?
The usual?
Ah, means you've been studying real hard, right?
Not really.
What have you been doing?
Keeping busy.
You seem kind of moody today.
No, I'm fine. Maybe it's you.
Yeah, well, it could be, could be. What are you doing?
Well, it's getting cold out, and I want to put these on. We wouldn't want people to get the wrong idea now, would we?
Well, that's very, thoughtful of you.
Yeah, we have to protect your reputation, right?
Right, right.
So you've been working hard?
You know me.
Huh. Well, I really envy you, you know. Must be nice to have such a demanding schedule. All that self-discipline. Keeps you on your toes, right?
As a matter of fact, I think I've been working a little too hard.
Oh, really?
You got much studying to do tonight?
Oh, I hope you're not going to ask me out.
Why not?
Because you know I don't like to be asked out on such short notice.
Right. Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Well, good.
As a matter of fact, I have something to do tonight anyway.
Do I know her?
Him. I'm having a consultation with the doctor.
Oh, too bad. Well, I better be going. Thanks for bringing in my things.
Thanks for putting them on.
Seven o'clock. Bistro.
You know, if you haven't tried Tostitos brand tortilla chips, you should. Tostitos have the natural taste of lightly toasted corn. You can even see they're toasted. And they're so thin and crispy. Tostitos are hard to resist. Amy, it's empty.
But we like them.
Who's we? Oh, that's we.
Try Tostitos. They're lightly toasted for a natural corn taste from Frito-Lay.
Come to Sears National Home Furnishing Sale. Choose from hundreds of items at reduced prices and special purchases, too. Pay just $89.88 for this twin-size mattress or box spring. Compare to Sears' $169.99 mattress with identical construction. Only the cover and the price are different. Just $89.88 twin, $299.88 queen-size set, $399.88 king-size set. For home furnishing values, you can count on Sears.
That's not just an ordinary Valentine.
Is it anyone we know?
Well, whatever he said, he sure made her day.
Only Hallmark has 1,442 ways to say, "Be my Valentine." And one of them is your way.
Hey, what a card can say for you. Hey, what a Hallmark card can do.
It tastes cheesier. It's much easier.
We asked this group of grade school students which macaroni and cheese dinner they like best, Kraft or a no-name brand. Well, you heard them. Twice as many kids liked the Kraft dinner. Why? They said it tasted cheesier than the no-name brand. And as moms know, a bargain isn't a bargain if kids don't like it.
So please, make some Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's much easier.
Come by to ask you a couple of questions about David, and I catch you selling the house.
What did you want to know, John?
Well, I understand David's left the hospital for a few days on sabbatical or something like that.
That's right.
You know where he is?
It's really none of your business, John.
He's coming back, isn't he?
Of course he is.
Well, where are you going to live? Are you going to buy another house?
No. David and I have separated. I'm moving into an apartment, and no doubt when he comes back, he'll find a place of his own.
You separated?
Yes. So you can run and tell your friend Cynthia. No doubt you'll both want to celebrate. She sent you here to ask about David, didn't she?
Ellen.
You can tell her that she has you to thank for all of this.
Me?
You know, there's a time when I thought you couldn't possibly hurt this family any more than you already had. Of course, I was wrong. You must be very pleased.
You think I'm happy about all this?
Of course you are.
I think you're wrong. I think there's an awful lot of suffering that goes on when a marriage breaks up. I don't like that. At least we forget you and David played a big part in, well, let me just say I've been through it myself, so I know what I'm talking about.
John, you brought it on yourself.
By golly, that's always the way it goes, you know. When I suffer, it is my fault. But when you suffer, it's my fault, too. I think that's the Stewart creed, am I right? Just right up there.
If it hadn't been for you, David and I would still be together.
And how do you figure that?
It was you who caused his illness. What you did to Dee drove him out of his mind. And now our marriage is destroyed. I don't blame David for it. I blame you for it.
I know you have to get that off your chest. I'll be moseying.
Don't you ever come back here again.
Listen, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Ellen.
Merci, Bruno. I apologize for the delay.
Oh, hey, no problem.
Shall I tell you about my game?
Oh, we're all ears.
I put a great deal of thought and energy into it. Even ingenuity, if I may be so modest. The problem for you is really quite simple. There are 3 rooms, and you must manage to extricate yourself from each of them.
How about if we just walk out the door?
Well, it's not quite that simple. There is a way out of each room, but you must find the clues and act on them in time.
In time? What?
To avoid your death.
Our death from what?
Well, now that's the difficult part. In each room there is... how can I describe this to you? In each room there is a condition that will soon lead to your demise unless you manage to leave the room. Now, you won't necessarily know what the condition is even until you've been in the room for a while.
How will we find it?
Oh, you'll find it. Believe me, you'll find it. And then you must use your wits to save your lives.
This really doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun to me.
Of course, if you make an error, you have to pay a penalty.
Oh.
Well, for the moment, I think it's best to leave that to your imagination. But let me assure you, it will be ingenious.
That's a very big comfort.
I could terminate your lives right now. But I'd rather pit my brains and ingenuity against yours. Oh, it's a game. But forgive me if I seem a trifle immodest. It's really more of a sport. For years, people have indulged in life-threatening sports. Auto racing. Throwing Christians to the lions. What could be more natural than a battle against death? And if you win, you can leave the castle. You have my word on it.
Your word! Isn't that swell?
I can scarcely wait to see you in my rooms. Oh, it'll be lovely. Oh, you'll be the best so far, the very best.
Got a question over here. How many people survived?
Yeah, any?
None. Didn't I say that before? You must have repressed it.
Did any come close?
Yes. I had Rainsford Zaroff in to play last year.
You mean Zaroff, the big game hunter?
Yes. A good man. He almost made it. Very, very close. Oh, that was such great sport. I think of it often. Would you like to see my trophy room?
No, thanks.
I should lie. Well, you must get some rest before the game. Bruno, take them up to their bedroom. I'll hear of your final decision later. Bruno.
Listen, you're gonna have to choose between one of us.
Go with me!
Honey, you'll get chilly. Here.
Oh, you washed it. I was gonna do that. We share the housework.
Then how come I do the laundry?
Well, hey, where's the softness this usually has?
Oh?
He noticed. You didn't use Downy. There's a big difference without the softener.
And where's that nice fresh smell?
It ought to smell fresh now. I just washed it.
You know only Downy makes your clothes smell April fresh.
Only Downy combines April freshness with skin-loving softness. Helps rinse out static cling.
Honey, this shirt feels soft again. And smells fresh.
He sure notices the difference.
You don't need me to do the laundry.
Not when it's your turn to cook.
April Fresh Downy. A noticeable improvement.
Got a minute? Duncan Hines got a new idea. Delicious new desserts with American Dash. With just one pan, one Duncan Hines mix, no more than 3 ingredients, and no more than 35 minutes of your time, you can make a velvety and vanilla dessert easily, like this tunnel cake. Start with Duncan Hines Angel Food Cake Mix. Bake in a 2-pan. Slice off a 1-inch layer. Hollow out a trench. Fill the trench with a mix of chocolate pudding, milk, and whipped topping. Replace top and frost with remaining topping. Wasn't that easy?
Delicious. Some cook.
Duncan Hines Desserts with American Dash. In magazines now.
Watch them dash through it.
I know every father thinks his daughter's pretty, and I am no exception. My daughter Betty is a real ivory girl.
I've used Ivory all my life, even through my teenage years. Ivory's a basic natural soap. I don't like to use a soap that leaves heavy perfume or deodorant on my face. But Ivory has a natural kind of clean. That plus eating right and exercise really helps my skin stay healthy looking.
I'm really proud of Betty.
Healthy looking skin. Ivory can help you have it too.
This week on The Young and the Restless.
The right partner helps a lot. So what do you say?
Do what?
How about you and me getting married?
And Ross makes a final plea for Carrie's case.
I ask you to bring back a verdict of not guilty on both counts.
The Young and the Restless and Guiding Light, weekdays.
Catch the fireworks when Mr. Merlin's magic puzzle could make big bucks for Zach. Then will Private Benjamin spill all of Captain Lewis's top secrets Monday.
Well, John, were you able to talk to Ellen?
As a matter of fact, I was. Now, you're not going to believe this. They have separated.
You're kidding. What does that mean exactly?
What does that mean? That means that they no longer live together. Apparently, it's serious. She's starting to sell the house. Now, David is coming back sometime, but he's not going to live with her anymore.
Believe it.
Hey, come on here now, Cynthia. I thought you'd be... Well, you can do better than that. I thought you'd want to celebrate here or something like that. Champagne, noisemakers. Do you know what you've done? You've gone up against the solidest family in Oakdale, a solid front there, and you split it. Right down the middle.
John, I really don't think that I should be celebrating the end of their marriage.
Oh, well, come on, I wouldn't waste any sympathy over Ellen Stewart if I were you. You know, she's not the lovely lady that everybody thinks she is. As a matter of fact, she's a rather self-pitying, self-dramatizing little, witch is the term that comes to mind. She said she wished I was dead in so many words. I'm not particularly her favorite person, but we talked about all kinds of good things like that, and, have you heard anything that I've said here?
John, I got a letter from David today. He said he'd gone away to think things over, but he didn't mention anything about a separation.
Well, maybe he just wants to tell you in person, that's all.
John, I really want to thank you for finding out for me. It means a lot to me. As you know, I thought I'd lost him.
I'm glad I could oblige you, really.
Listen, how about a drink?
I think you have one. Go ahead, you have one.
Well, you know, I know I don't have any noisemakers, but I think I might have a bottle of champagne.
Okay.
John, you've been such a good friend. Really the only friend I've had in Oakdale. I appreciate it. Let me go look for the bottle, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Listen, I'm glad to see you're off the ground. I can't even hear your heels hitting. You know, I think this is the beginning of a new era.
Put them down, Bruno.
Thanks.
I told told you you couldn't escape. You weren't supposed to try.
We don't like your games.
No. Well, that's a shame. They're so delightful, so amusing. I think you have the wrong idea.
Our lives are at stake.
Yes, but you're so clever, ma chérie. I know, you need to see one of the rooms. Yes, that's it. I'll show you one of the rooms, and you won't think of leaving. You'll want to play my game. It's a rare opportunity.
Questions to the lions, right?
No, this is much more inventive. Come, follow me. Oh, come and look, if you will. I'm sure you're going to be captivated by the delight of it. No, not here. Here. Look.
Again, for the young and the restless.